Greetings, folks. Back with another installment of our update of the off-grid property and how we're doing out here. We just got back from moving our stuff, the rest of our crap, that was in storage in Mississippi, in Biloxi. We just got back from handling that. And movers bringing it out here. They'll be here in the morning with the stuff, and we're still in our campers right now, but we have a mobile home set up and it's being finalized. We have a cistern. It has not been, there's no pump in it yet, and we have septic, and tomorrow or the next day we'll be moving the campers over near the trailer, the mobile home, and getting ready for the big metal building to be built. But anyway, I'm gonna walk out there and show you guys around the progress that has been made thus far. It's very slow, but it's coming along. Anyway, here it comes. Okay, we're outside now. This generator I showed you in the video I made as soon as we got out here. It's quit, and I gotta get it fixed. Try to fix it myself. I got this little one. It's a little bit smaller, about 200 watts, but won't run the ACs, but it will run the campers basically. And it's already started cooling off here at the latter part of June, so that's cool. I'm not used to that. Very mild summers over here. You can see, once again, while I moved out here. It's gorgeous. I purchased these two water tanks to go retrieve water for our cistern. We joined a well share. Because I'll be honest, the guy who sold us the property said that we had a well, which we do, in this group of properties that he was selling, called, I don't know the full name, I think it's Tierra del Oro Mystico. Yeah, there we go. I call it Mystico. And we have 40 acres of it. But anyway, he said one of the reasons we bought out here was because he said all the properties near the well, which we have one near the well, it's a really good well, it's just not developed. But we were going to be able to buy into the well. But he's a lazy bastard. And I'm going to call him on it, I believe in that type of shit, I've already bought the land from him and everything, and now he's acting like a dickhead. His name is Jeff Jackson, and he runs Taos Land and Film. Piece of shit. That's all I got to say. But anyway, got these. I'm probably going to buy a third. These only cost me $100 a piece. I think they 275 gallons or something like that. Got the trailer. Because then the third will fit on the trailer, and I can go to the well and fill these up. And the cistern I got, and bring him back out here and put him in my cistern when it gets on. But that's it. We're going to be doing water because evidently we're not going to develop the well. And if we do, fine, but it don't look that great. But anyway, this is the trailer. We're going to, and it's a used one. We're going to put a metal roof on it. One. We're going to fix up the outside, and we're going to put some concrete. There's going to be a concrete porch on the front and the back. And I'll walk around here. That's the back door. You can have a huge porch back here. And see that empty spot over there, right where I'm pointing the camera? That's going to be a big metal building. So that's going to be helping shade this area. We're going to turn all this dirt into a big backyard with grass, everything else. Probably step up into this. Oh, it's locked. Oh well. What's up? See my little dog out there running around like a chicken with her head cut off. Let's see if the front door is unlocked. If so, I'll take you for a tour, but if not, I'll go get the keys and do it anyway. So, won't even have to. Oh, good, it's unlocked. Well, let me go find my dog. Pause the video. Here, oh, there she is. Can you hop up in here? You can get it. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Anyway. Yeah. Looks like you can see it in the video. Well, it's got some cleaning to do, some sweeping to do, but yeah, it's pretty cool up in here right now. It's pretty good temperature even with no electricity. But gonna move the solar over after tomorrow. It's gonna be either Wednesday or Thursday, which Wednesday is tomorrow, Thursday's the next day. And I'm gonna mount the bathroom. I'm gonna mount the solar. I'm gonna mount it on one of those. It's going to be expensive, but it's worth it, I think. On one of those solar tracking systems. So it'll track the sun through the sky during the day. That will optimize the amount of solar that I'm getting. It's worth the money in the long run. So, just your standard trailer, you know. This is going to be Jan's office, you know. She's a photographer, so she's going to be using this as her photography studio. As you can see, she's going to have a really good view, you know, out these back windows. And I'm going to be using this room primarily for yoga and meditation. Yep. Living room. Well, anyway, kitchen and then bedroom. You saw that. That'll be the bedroom. So we're not really using those two as bedrooms. My kids will be staying in the metal building. It's going to have 3 bedrooms in it. I'm going to finish those bedrooms, and my second oldest, my 17-year-old, bought one of my campers off of me, and she'll be staying in her camper. She wants her privacy, and I don't blame her for that. Do not blame her for that. But, yeah. So that's a little bit of a tour of the house as it is now. And we'll be updating you sooner or later. But for now, I'm going to finish this video out. Well, to finish out this video, I just wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. Solar, for one. I'm learning as I go along, and I'm learning that it's a little bit, it's not hands off, it's hands on. If you want a hands off sort of a thing with your electricity, you need to stay on the grid. Even though I'm going to try to make it as convenient as possible for me. A dog's growling. Hush. Get all that growling. Anyway, if you want a hands-off approach to your electricity, you need to stay on the grid. If you want to be, free from your electricity bill and in charge of your own destiny as far as your electricity goes, get off the grid. That's the only way. And then there's the halfway, I don't know. I really wasn't considering grid tie. Still am not, because I'm going to have to, but I may in the future. I doubt that I will. I'm going to search for every possible way of managing my electricity to where I could stay off grid, but the water pump that powers my cistern is going to have its own dedicated power source. And I have a small solar system that I was going to use for my RVs when I was traveling, but I could use that for my water pump. And if I do, the water pump is gonna have its own small backup generator, just like, every solar system has to have a backup generator. The one I'm getting from my living spaces is going to be huge. It's going to be 22 kilowatts, something like that, which is way more than what I need. But anyway, it's not, you turn on your faucet and there's water, turn on your lights and there's electricity. You don't think about it, you just pay a bill. When you go off grid, you have to think about every little thing. And if you don't want to deal with that, stay on the grid. This is a trade-off, When you live off the grid, you're more independent. Some people like the fact that you don't have no wires going to your house. I don't care about that. I just like the independence. If shit hits the fan, I'm good for the most part, Of course, shit hits the fan. It'll change things around here even. If it does, then forgive the tractor, he's working out there. If shit does hit the fan, then fuel will be an issue. I will just have to do with less electricity. Maybe getting replacement batteries would be an issue too. Luckily, the batteries that I'm buying are good for 10 years at least. So, anyway, it's a trade-off, like I said. And, internet is an issue too. Internet is an issue. It's only an issue because of where I bought land. I use cell for internet because I've kind of divorced myself from the idea of satellite internet. Cable internet, I haven't lived in close proximity to any town or whatever that had cable internet for a while. Now, last place I did live, we finally got DSL, like the AT&T U-verse, which was good. It was a luxury. And then after we got on Verizon, after we left that place, we were kind of in between places, and it was serving us well too. But every now and then they do throttle you. But that's not really the major issue. The major issue for me is the best I can get out here for now is 3G. Now with this mobile home in place, I can mount the booster that I got on the roof, and maybe that'll improve my signal a little bit. Hopefully enough to to do more than what I can, but with the internet that I have, it's the jetpack, and I have to manage that, so if they do throttle me, I can still function. I can upload stuff, and I can still upload stuff when I'm throttled, but it's harder. It takes more time. Just something that you have to live with. Think about when you're off grid, because generally speaking, people who live off grid, they move away from shit, you know. I mean, the older I get, the less I want to even pass through a city. But anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. It's been far too long as it is. So, peace out.